Hello, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good, perfect. Thank you. Thanks for attending this new webinar. Be very welcome to this introduction for our transport vertical line. Today we are going to present a couple of gateways which are used by automotive sector. Okay, so this webinar is going to be recorded. So in case you want, this webinar will be available later on. So we will be able to check and review anything after that. So let's start with the webinar. Let's start with a brief introduction about the IT4PT. What is IT4PT? This is an organization funded by some vehicle manufacturers like buses, trains, trucks, etc. Plus some IT manufacturers for transport. This means that they define some recommendations that help the public authority and transport operator to buy and integrate interoperable IT devices each other. So then we will avoid some redundant equipment in vehicle and this kind of thing. So what does IT4PT do is, as I told you, define the interoperability between IT devices at three levels: hardware, communication protocol, and service. Related with hardware, they recommend to vehicle manufacturer where to make room for IT equipment and what type of connection to use, and this kind of hardware things. Related with communication protocol, they define each interfaces that they will be used for each functionality or service. For in the example, for example, Canvas to how to measure the fuel consumption. In the service player, also they define the possibility services and maybe available in vehicles, data format for each service, etc., etc. So with all this kind of recommendation and interoperability standards, so the manufacturer can develop certain devices which should be easy for the vehicle industry to integrate it properly. So what must a device compare with be, for example, it must have industrial temperature range. The consumption must conform to what is indicated in the standard tables, and the application software must use the interfaces and data format defined by the standard for each service or application. So if you comply this rule, this standard, you will be able to apply for this certification, and of course you will be the device will be able to be integrated properly in this sector. Related with our devices, we have two gateways. We have called it MTX-StarRoad. We have StarRoad 2 and StarRoad 3. The StarRoad 2 is already IT4PT certified. Our partner has issued the certification. And the MTX-StarRoad 3 is IT4PT compliant, but can be certified if in case you need to the certification, the CPU module Ethernet switch should be replaced for one with a industrial temperature range. So at the moment, we and our partner don't need it. So we were not using the industrial temperature CPU range. But in case certification is needed, it can be switched. So what kind of device is the StarRoad 2? It's a communication LTE gateway with a Linux image based on Yocto OS. So with this image, customer must develop the different application layer on top. So it's a hardware with operating system and all the tool included in order to develop your own application. Both box and connector are automotive, so they comply with the temperature, with the stamp vibration or socket, and all these kind of thing for automotive. And the CPU performance is based on IMX6 single core, as is enclosed in this automotive box. So the heating inside is too high. So for this reason, we are using this EMX6 single core. Some of the feature and interfaces in this device is, as I told you, 4G, 3G, 2G connectivity. Different communication module can be used depending on the requirement. It has two RS-232 485 configurable depending on the use. It has 4 digital input, also 8 digital 4 digital output, 8 digital input, 2 canvas line, one Ethernet, one HDMI, 2 USB 2.0, also gyroscope and accelerometer, GPS, of course, and LED status, and also automotive connector for this FACRA connector and box. CPU is ARM Cortex A9 at 1 GHz, and Wi-Fi can be available depending on the kind of CPU. If the CPU is having by default. What kind of application is it for? For example, using the GPS, we can have some fleet management. Depending of the input output, the vehicle can monitor the fuel consumption, wheel pressure, brakes, temperature. It can be possible send different alarms like efficiency driving application, preventive maintenance, rest and relaxed driver status or this kind of thing. Using the RS485, we can have some connection and management of the ticketing system. Using USB or Ethernet, we can have some safety management based on artificial vision, like driver fatigue detector or signal on the road. With HDMI passenger information or entertainment system. Of course, with the mobile communication, it's a router for the vehicle to ground communication, sending data abroad. And of course, you can combine all these kind of previous application. Related with the MTX-StarRoad 3 is basically the same. It's a communication LTE gateway with a Linux image based on Yocto OS as well, and let's say it's StarRoad 2 plus one SATA disk and one Ethernet switch with 3 port plus audio and plus of course CPU with higher processing power. The CPU is CPU scalable. We recommend the MX6 quad core. The box doesn't have an automotive format because of the size of the PCB board and hard disk and all the components. So it's not automotive like a standard automotive box, so alu box, and it has connector in both sides, front and rear. So the kind of application in this case, as it has the same interfaces than StarRoad 2, so we can have the same application. Plus, for example, onboard video surveillance, as we have already the Ethernet switch plus SATA disk. Also, we have audio, so we have one line output and micro input. We can have some public address system for passenger information. We can have audio call via LTE network, so we can develop some application for the hands-free communication system with the vehicle driver. And basically, I would like to present you this kind of device for this business sector. And the idea is, hardware with standard compliant and with the possibility to develop the application on top. So we present the hardware, we present the idea, and then the application in the market are infinitive. So with this hardware, you can think, what can I do with this hardware, and you can implement, of course, many applications. We have it. We have it ready, and I hope you get the idea for these devices. And in case you have any question, I will be happy to support you, or maybe if you prefer, you can send some question or some doubt to our mailbox, and we will be happy to attend your requirements. Is there any happy? Is there any question in the room? Maybe in the chat. Everybody could hear me?
Yes, it's okay, Pablo.
Okay. I was thinking maybe I'm speaking here for myself. Okay, yeah.
Hello, this is Carmen. Hola, Pablo.
I
don't know if you have explained that through our partner, if some of the customers or some of the attendees or some of the potential users of this device would like to acquire the device with some software application on top instead of getting just a Linux gateway for transportation. In that case, if they want to acquire the the device with the application layer software, we have a partner that can provide that, okay, with different kind of applications. Just wanted to add that.
Yeah, exactly what Carmen said. In case you see the lead in the market, and okay, you don't have the competence to develop the tool or whatever. So we have already a partner which use this device with their own application. So we can forward your leads to our customer, and you can have all in the everything in the packet, hardware plus application. Okay, if I think it was quite quick today. If there is no further question, we are going to finish this short webinar. Of course, in case you have a question later, you can write or just send to us some question. Okay, I think we have one question in the chat. Yes, it has a GPS. I think it's if I'm not wrong, it's a SkyTrack GPS. So yes. Any question? Anything else? Okay. Okay. So thanks for attending this webinar. You can review. You can watch it later. And yeah, as I told you, we will be very happy to support you in case you have any question, any leads. Just let us know. Have a nice day and see you in the next webinar. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Pablo.